Good morning. Hi guys. Hello. Who is with me this morning? Good morning. I've got a big fly hanging around. Good morning. Hope we're all okay. Hi Soph. Morning. Hi guys. Who's on Facebook today? Come on Facebook. Anyone there today? Good morning. Hope everyone's all right. Happy Friday. Everyone okay? Quick gulp of tea. This is like my third tea this morning. Should we move Mason's scabby lunchbox out of shot? No one wants to see that Friday morning. Good morning. How is everybody? Everyone okay? Hello, come on Facebook. Who's on Facebook today? I can't see you. It doesn't come up the same way as Instagram. Good morning. Watching whilst playing in the paddling pool with my girls. Oh, lovely. I've not, you know what? I don't know if, I think I've been mean mummy. I've not got the paddling pool out because one, our grass has pretty much died from the hot weather and is going away. But also, does anyone else find the whole getting it out, getting it set up, getting it blown up, getting the water in, and then he's pretty much moved on, he's not bothered. So I haven't got the paddling pool out this week. Has anyone else got the paddling pool out? Good morning, hi Sarah. Nice to see you. Hi Catherine. Good morning everybody. Hope we're okay. Yeah, good morning. Happy Friday. So I've got a nice easy one. I don't know if you've seen my stories this morning, but I completely drew a blank for this morning's live, and I was thinking, what on earth am I going to do? I don't know why. You know, we all have those days, don't we? What on earth? I spend my life. What on earth am I going to cook for dinner? What on earth am I going to cook for lives? Luckily, I'm not doing a cookery show. Oh, I hate emptying the paddling pool. It's nothing worse, and it literally takes one play and then it's awful. The big plastic shells from Argos refill every morning. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think, and my husband would go mad, the amount of tough spots and everything else that I've got if I came home with thin shells as well. Doubles up as a tough spot too. Yeah, I've been putting water in the tough spot. I just haven't got the whole, I haven't got the paddling pool out. Anyway, I'm chatting. Good morning, Dawn. Thank you for joining me this morning. So I was just saying that this morning I just completely drew a blank. I was like, what on earth am I going to do for the live this morning? Couldn't think. It's always the way that I have lots of ideas and can't decide which one I want to do. So in the end, I decided, actually, why didn't I use my own play prompts for myself, which I hardly ever do. So this morning I have grabbed my A to Z of play prompts, which you may or may not have. I have chosen an activity this morning, and we are going to do it now. So you may have them, you may not. I'm going to show you quickly for anyone that's new. Good morning. Anyone that's new who's not seen these before, I do get lots of questions about how these work because they're slightly different to the other play prompts. So the other play prompts, like the original, the first year, the busy, all those sorts of play prompts, they are packs of 100 prompts, so 100 play ideas of things that you could try. These work slightly different, and I did this on purpose. So the way that I designed these, so these are the A to Z of play prompts. So I'm not just going to be selling these to you today. I'm actually going to show you how to do an activity as well. But just for anyone that hasn't seen them, these are my A to Z of play prompts. So literally, as you can imagine, it goes through the letters of the alphabet, C, D, E, and it goes like that. So let's just pick one out at random. So there, I've got T is for tape tracks. So the idea is behind these, when I designed them, what I wanted to do was, I wanted something so that you could actually share the decision process with your child. So rather than you setting up an activity and hoping that they come along and play, the idea behind these is slightly different, is that you could maybe pick out a couple of these yourself, or you could just scatter them all out, and you and your child. The idea is that these would actually inspire your child to have a look through, pick out something and say, oh, Mummy, I want to do that today, or Daddy, can we play this today? And the idea is, because it's using stuff that you probably have at home, or if you don't have them at home already, you could adapt, that it would be nice and easy. So that's the idea, is that you can scatter them out, either scatter all the alphabet, or just flick through a few and just have a talk about, decide which one you want to do. So say if you want to do, let's grab the hammering one. So say if you decided you wanted to have a go at hammering, then when you turn it over, on the back of all the cards, they have instructions, tips, ideas, ways to extend it, other things you can do, ways that you can like change it. So if you haven't got something, you could try something else, all that sort of stuff. So on the back, there's the guide for every single one to help. So that's like the adults bit really. So the children can look at the front, decide which activity they want to do, see what inspires them. And then you've got the little bit of guidance on the back of like maybe key things to ask them, or what have you tried, why not try, all that sort of things. Demonstrate, tell your child, all this sort of stuff. So they're like on the back. So today, flicking through the alphabet, we are doing the letter K. H-I-J-K. So I picked out this one this morning because I don't think I've ever done this one with you guys. It's a nice simple one, and again, like I said, if you don't have the stuff, we can adapt it to suit our child's needs. So K is for kernels. Don't know how clearly it's shown up on the video. K is for kernels. So this is a really lovely one to do. And the reason why I've included this one is that you might not have tried kernels before, but actually they're really good fun. And again, like I said, you can have an alternative. So on the back, it's if you don't have them already, and I explain where you can get them and some ideas of how to set it up. And then I've talked about the physical development of using small scoops. Why not try dyeing them? After you've done this, why not try? So it's got loads of different things, and also how to be safe with your children playing with these. So kernels, by kernels, I mean these lovely things. So these are popcorn kernels. These are what they use to make popcorn, or corn kernels. And they're just lovely. So, like I said, if you don't have the kernels, if you don't have a big bag of kernels, don't worry. You can get, I picked these up in a supermarket. You just need to look in like the raw bit where all the lentils and that stuff is before it's been made into popcorn. Have a look. It's not expensive at all. A couple of pounds, a big bag. And it's just a really nice resource to play with. They feel lovely. So I'm just going to show you. I have got my, I think it's 90p pound IKEA tray. I love this tray. I get a lot of use out of it. So if you've got a flat tray, maybe a baking tray, any sort of tray, under the bed storage box, anything like that. I'm just going to pour them out. Try and do it without pouring them everywhere. Doing it one-handed. So I think this was 1 or 2 bags, I can't remember. I bought these ages ago and I just reuse them, so that's what's nice about it. But if you don't have kernels and you want to do this activity today, you could use cereal, you could use lentils, you could use beans, you could use pasta, you could use anything, rice, anything like that. Anything pantry leftovers, they're the best things to use. Use things up, anything you've got lurking at the back of the pantry that you know you're going to use. Maybe you've got, I don't know if you're like me, with breakfast cereals, you always have the end of the box with all loads of different types of breakfast cereal. Use that instead, because it's all the same. But these kernels are really nice if you want to try something different, because they feel lovely. They have a really nice feel to them. They pour lovely. They make a lovely sound when you play with them. It's just an unusual texture. It's just something different to play with. So I highly recommend trying the kernels. And like I said, once you've bought them, as you saw, I store mine in a Ziploc bag and I reuse them all the time. Good morning. Hello, Rachel. So you can reuse them loads and loads and loads. And then it's completely up to you what you want to put with them. I could really do with like some demo. I'm going to have to make some sort of place where I could put everything in front of the thing. So on this one, I've got little buckets and little scoops, which could work really well. Or there's some alternatives, which it talks about on the back of the card. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to set up for my little boy and give you some ideas of other things you can do. So first of all, you may notice, even for really young children, babies becoming toddlers, that filling and emptying things is just an activity that children love to do. It might be with water, it might be with something like the kernels, it might be with cereal, anything like that. They just enjoy filling things and emptying it, and because it's all to do with that cause and effect. So what they're doing is they're testing out, if I always fill this bucket with this, will it always, when I pour it, will they always fall down? They're testing it, they're learning what happens. You know, when I pour it, do they ever go up? Because it's all new experiences to them. So they're just playing around. So filling and emptying is a really lovely activity. They're seeing what happens when they do something. And it's also that destructive kind of thing. If you've got a child who thinks that they're destroying stuff, they love that if you've made a sandcastle, they're the first one to smash it flat. They will love filling and emptying activities. It's all really great for their hand-eye coordination and also for using tools. So first of all, let's talk about the scoops and the tools that you could use. So with this sort of activity, something like a spoon. Now then, let's talk about spoons. Let's talk about spoons, guys. Okay? I'm so rock and roll. Let's talk about spoons. So spoons. The younger your child, the bigger the spoon, because then that makes it easier for them to scoop and to be able to actually get some. If you've got a tiny young baby or young toddler, teaspoons can be really tricky. So try and provide a variety of spoons. You can have these lovely teaspoons, metal spoons, wooden spoons are nice as well as ladles, anything like just any kitchen utensils that you've got. But just remember, the younger the child, give them the bigger spoon so they can have a good practice, and as they get better, understanding how to use the spoon, how to hold it, how to fill it, how to pour it, all that sort of stuff, how to scoop with it, then you can move on to the smaller ones. So it's quite nice to give them a variety, a choice when they are playing. So the smaller the spoon, it makes them concentrate. It makes them have to watch really carefully. It's also making them practice using their hands and being able to control their hand movements on much smaller scale. It takes much more practice. And as well, if you think about when using a spoon, you use a spoon or a teaspoon very differently to how you use a ladle. You scoop and pour with a ladle very differently to how you use a spoon. So by having different utensils really mixes it up and gets your children using their hands, using tools and things, which is all great for strengthening those muscles and developing that hand-eye coordination and the control as well. It's about being able to control their hands, being able to control what they're doing, which helps for when they're older and they're writing or using tools and that sort of thing, like the scissor stuff that I was talking about yesterday. So you can use spoons with this, which is really nice and dead easy because you'll have them in the kitchen cupboard. I've got a cheap set of scoops here. I think these are about 79p in, what's it called? Home Bargains. I think they're about 79p. Normally in the wedding section because sweets, you know, the sweet bars and things are all really quite popular at the moment, aren't they, at weddings? So you can often pick up some nice cheap scoops or measuring spoons, something like that, and they're of different sizes. So like I said, the younger the child, you give the bigger one, because then I can take a great big scoop. And the older the child, give them the smaller one, make it tricky. But it's always nice to have a variety on choice, because then again, you're talking about size, you're talking about quantity, you can compare them, that sort of thing. And then additionally to that, you may have seen, I've used these before, they come in a set, they're called like the handy tools or something like that. They're on my that list of essentials from Amazon. I picked mine up from Amazon. These are quite tricky. I was talking about scissors yesterday. These are quite tricky. Mason, my little boy, is 3.5 and pretty good with tools and things, and he's just about mastered these when he was 3. So I wouldn't give them to a really young child, because the only thing that will happen is they'll get frustrated that they can't use them, because it's actually the opening and close which is tricky. My essentials list is on my website. It's like an Amazon list of all the things that I use, and these are on there. And these tongs are really great. It's got like a scoop on the end, can you see? So they can scoop them up. However, because they work like scissors, they're quite tricky to open and close. So not really suitable for younger children, but worth having at home for later on if you're going to plan on doing lots of activities like this. But great, you can get a whole big scoop of them, and they're lovely. So there's just a couple of things that you could pair with it. You could also use tongs and things like that if you wanted to, but scoops and spoons are really nice. And then just some quick ideas of things that you could use to fill. Oh, I forgot something. Never mind, I just have to tell you. So using little buckets. These were IKEA donks ago. So if anyone sees any cute little buckets around, you'll have to let me know, because I always get lots of questions about these. Cute little buckets, little cups. I've got some little plastic cups. You get those little plastic shot glasses, don't you, in the pound shops. They've got those really bright colours, really nice, lovely for filling and emptying. How many of you have a set of stacking cups at home, particularly if you had a baby, or from when your little one was younger? You may have some stacking cups. These are brilliant. Don't forget about using these, because these are great for having with this sort of activity for filling and emptying. And especially if you don't want to have all of them out, pick out the biggest with the smallest, and you can really compare. You can sometimes get egg cups in the shape of buckets. Yeah, I saw some, I think it was Easter. Did someone have some in? Amazon have 12 different coloured buckets for £13. Not bad. So if you're wanting to do something with the little buckets, thank you very much, Fiona. That's fab. So with the stacking cups, what's great about these is the various sizes. So you could always pick a large, the smallest, and one in the middle. And that's a really great way of comparing. You can get all that language in, small, medium, large. You can fill it up. You can guess how many scoops it's going to take. You can talk about overflowing, filling up. You can guess how many of these it will take to fill the big one. All that sort of stuff. So getting things of different sizes, and a really nice way of putting use to your stacking cups that you've probably got in the cupboard if your baby's grown up a little bit. So yeah, they're really, and the rainbow colours make it really appealing. And then what I'm actually going to set up for Mason, because I have Mason at home with me today. Oh, Hobbycraft have the little buckets as well. Thank you, Alexandra. So anyone that's just joining me, we're talking about the Kernels today. So it's making like a little bit of a sensory tray, but with lots of physical practice, all that sort of thing. This is my little random collection. You know that I collect stuff, you know that I collect random stuff. This is a good one to start collecting. Because you'll be amazed at how much you use it actually. And I don't think I've shared this with you before. So all this is just lots of little boxes with lids. Jewellery boxes, product boxes, anything like that. The dinkier the better, because they're really cute. I've got that nice little one. I've got a really tiny little one, which is so cute, and they've got the little lids on. I've also got some little wooden boxes and some tins as well. And the idea is, there's just, like I was saying about filling and emptying, it's really nice using these to fill them up, put the lid on, hold it in. I've got some bigger ones as well. These were Tiger. Lots of these were from charity shops, the wooden ones, and other ones are just what I've collected from jewellery and products and different things like that. Really nice to have in with the different lids, because then they can fill them up, they can hide them, they can give them a good shake. It's just a really nice activity, and it's quite inviting having the tins as something different. Having lots of little tins and boxes and that sort of thing is also really nice. For younger, not this one, this is quite a tricky one to get the lid on and off. You have to just check that. Don't have them too tricky. That's why I like these boxes, because they're so easy to get the lids off. With younger children, these are lovely for hiding toys inside. Just having a tray of things with toys hidden inside is just a lovely one for young children to play with, or even pieces of food. They find it, they discover it, and they have a little bite and they put it back. That's quite a nice activity. Not great if it's a cardboard box, though. You maybe want some sort of tin for that. But just really lovely. So I'm going to put these out. I'm going to cut a little scoop and a little teaspoon for Mason to fill these. And because the tins are all different sizes, I can talk about the different sizes, how many we can make predictions, do lots of guessing about how many scoops it'll take to fill it, overflowing, all the lovely language we can get in there as well. And we can have a good old play. Place to look when your car keys goes missing. Yeah, fantastic. Put the keys in there as well. Yeah. Don't forget, I love that one, yeah. We once, I probably haven't got time to tell you the story, but we once had the car packed up to go away for the weekend, realised that Mason was playing with the keys, couldn't find the keys anywhere. Luckily managed to find the spare, and it turned out he'd put them in the big, lovely, we've got a big tin of tea bags, and he put them in there. So we'd have never found them. Luckily we found a spare and we were able to still go. But yeah, looking for the car keys, oh, it's fun and games, isn't it? Anyway, I digress. So that's it for today. Just a nice, easy one. What were you using to fill? Alexandra. Sorry if you just missed the beginning. So today I'm doing the activity from the A to Z of playPROMPTS, and I was introducing using these kernels, which are for making popcorn. You can get them in supermarkets, really inexpensive, not a lot, and once you play with them you can reuse them. They're quite nice and chunky, similar to using lentils or cereal or anything like that. This tray is just IKEA. This is just an IKEA tray. But it's brilliant, it's great. I use it for everything, particularly because it's got no pattern or background. So I highly recommend getting a plain tray if you do. Don't worry, that's all right. Oh, you've got some kernels in. Yeah, they're brilliant. Just really lovely to play with. They pour nice, they fill using the scoops and things. They're just a lovely thing to try. So, oh sorry, where did you get the trays from? Ace of Dead. Sorry. So this tray is from IKEA, and the A to Z of playPROMPTS. So these are my cards. I make these. these are my activity cards. So I've got quite a lot. There's over 20 now in the range for all different ages, different types of playing stuff. And these are actually on my website. So they're not on Amazon. They're on playHOORAY.co.uk. So these are my activity cards, and that's what I've used today to inspire my activity. All right, that's it. Send me a message. That's all right. No, don't worry. Please don't ever apologise. No question is a silly question. Honestly, I'd rather let you know than you sat there wondering. That's what I'm here for. This is why I do the lives. Okay, so I'm going to finish there then today, guys. Oh, not too long. Gosh, I don't think I've ever done an activity in under 20 minutes, have I? I can't stop talking. So thank you very much for joining me today. Enjoy your lovely Friday. If you do if you explore Kernels for the first time, let me know how you get on. I love the rainbow hearts that are coming up. I've not seen those before. Are they new for Pride or something? I don't know. I'll have to have a little look at that. Yeah, let me know if you do a sensory tray or have a go with Kernels and not tried them before. Or again, if your little one's using scoops. I've had some lovely fan mail photos this week of all the water play going on outside. Oh, I love those rainbow hearts. They're gorgeous. So yeah, let me know what you're doing, even if you're not doing. Oh, I think it is for Pride Month. I think so. It's lovely. So yeah, let me know what you get up to. Send me any fan mail photos that you would like me to share. Might inspire some other parents and carers at home wondering what to do with their kids today. Enjoy your weekend. I'm pestering my husband. I'd like to do a special live on a weekend one day with all the family and show you how we would play as a family and stuff. I'm trying to get my husband involved. He was like, yeah, thinking, oh, she'll forget about it. But I'm really going to pester it, but I'm not sure how he feels about being on camera. But we'll see. So I'll let you know if I manage to do a special live at the weekend and get my husband involved. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you on Monday for Baby Play Monday. I'm sure it'll come around quick. Enjoy the sun. Stay safe. Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye.